I attach great interest and importance to the long-term accommodation arrangements for residents of Wangfu Court, and government has been continuing to provide suitable assistance to the affected families. The issues that the government has to resolve are really complicated because each household has its own circumstances and needs, and there are also very diverse opinions in society. The government must carefully consider and deal with the various views and take into account some very practical issues, such as the appropriate use of public resources, the allocation of public funds, the distribution of housing resources, and the relevant legal ownership-related responsibilities and challenges. Timely action is crucial, so the sooner we can make available the options for residents to choose, the better. The Task Force on Emergency Accommodation Arrangement, led by Deputy Financial Secretary, has been working incessantly to develop a concrete plan in the following directions. First, to consider the wishes of the affected families while ensuring the efficient use of resources and balancing empathy, reason, and law. Second, to provide multiple options to affected families, including home ownership scheme and green form subsidized home ownership schemes, as well as Hong Kong Housing Society units. And also, third, to offer accommodation arrangements either within Tai Po or across different districts. Through the One Social Worker, One Household service, the task force collected preliminary preferences from affected flat owners. Currently, responses from them have largely been received. The task force is working intensively to compile and analyze flat owners' preferences regarding different options. Initial observations indicate that the vast majority of owners hope the government will expedite the handling of long-term rehousing work. A significant proportion of flat owners have expressed willingness to consider the government's acquisition of their ownership rights. Some flat owners have indicated that they need to look at the actual acquisition price. The task force is currently working hard to overcome some of the following issues which poses difficulties and challenges. First, how to handle the differing needs of various families in a consistent manner. Second, issues regarding liability, compensation uncertainty, and relevant legal matters concerning the public insurance of Wangfu Court. Third, whether ownership-related responsibility and legal disputes will pose risks of prolonged delays in resolution.